What's up, guys? It's your boy Mikey, and I'm here with EGF for our fifth episode. Wow, our fifth episode, man. This is flying, man. Our fifth episode. Me and EGF Split Decision Pod. We are back with some more content for you guys, man. We got some good stuff as always. I can't wait. EGF outside. I almost went outside myself. Listen,
Yeah.
it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot out here. It is hot. How you feeling? How you feeling, EGF?
I'm cool. It's just really hot and muggy, bro. I had to go outside for the one time, y'all, man. I'm sorry, I ain't got the AC yet. We're gonna get right. We're gonna get right. I'm feeling good though. Hey,
Yeah,
what this episode? You said episode? Yeah, it is episode 5, bro. And we 1-2 now on the main event, bro. The main event predictions. We are 1-2, bro.
yeah, yeah. We are. We are. And that leads us into our first topic, Kamaru Usman and Joaquin Buckley. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, Kamaru Usman, I am sorry. I completely counted you out. I said you were washed. I said you couldn't turn back the clock and give a vintage performance, and that is exactly what he did. That was Nigerian Nightmare right there, EGF. I mean, the wrestling, I can't really say much else because that's all he did. But I mean, he reminded us that. I mean, he reminded us what he can do and how dangerous he is with just his wrestling
So,
alone.
what would you rank that performance out of 10?
I wouldn't go 10, but I go about a 7.58, considering the steam that Buckley had. I mean, yeah, we're going to talk about that a little bit and how much of that steam was warranted or not. But I mean, the steam that Buckley had, and like I said, everything that I said at least, and gets to him at least how I looked at him going into this fight. I mean, basically on his last legs. And shout out to Kamaru Usman. I mean, no pun intended with him talking about telling everybody that he can still go to work with those knees, because I definitely didn't think he would be able to. But like I said, well, how I looked at him, and like I said, him being, I thought he was washed and all that. For him to go out and just dominate a young, in my opinion, dangerous contender like how he did, I think is something worth noting.
Young.
Up and
I mean,
coming.
when you didn't failed in the division already and moved down, and you didn't already fought your way up to a top 6 title fight, are you really young still? I, I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm actually really happy that this happened. I'm actually happy that I got this prediction wrong because I really warned y'all, and I even warned myself that what could happen, and it did happen. Oh my God, Mike, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie. Now, even before we've been doing this fight, I've been telling you when you're on this little win streak that Buckley is a fraud. He's a fraud. Hey, I don't want to take too much away from Usman because, like, obviously we was all picking him to get knocked out. Like, real is real, bro. Like I said, I can't really claim the prediction because I ain't really make the prediction. You can't play both sides, bro. But, like, let's be real, bro. If we was really putting this whole hype away and stop trying to just bank on Usman knees falling off, bro, we all knew that this was opportunity, bro. Buckley looked horrible in my opinion. He looked sloppy, and he has nothing but a right hook and I don't even know what that kick was. That he was trying to jump kick towards his liver or stomach. I don't know what that kick was. I've never seen that in a Buckley fight. I don't know if I just haven't paid attention or if he was trying to put on a show or something. Bro, oh my God, Mike. I didn't even get to the part.
Yeah,
We live texting. Mike, he tried to stop a single leg with punches.
yeah, yeah.
So it
I
leads
mean,
me to
listen.
really ask this question. I'm just gonna ask you, so I ain't gonna keep yapping. I know I got a lot to say about Buckley. Was it really a Usman performance, or did we really just learn the truth about Buckley? Like, let's be real.
But see, we've been going back and forth on this, and you've been somewhat insinuated this question all throughout the week or the past few days. I mean, I think it's a little bit of both. Like I told you, listen, I mean, that fight did nothing but show what we already knew. It showed that
Yeah, well,
Usman
I
is a
already
way.
knew.
No, no, no. It showed that Usman was a way better wrestler than Buckley. We knew that coming into the fight. We just didn't think that it would, how do I say the right word? We didn't think it would take as much of effect. We thought, I mean, it seems like we pretty much thought Buckley would put damage on him early and kind of, if not get him out of there, damage him so bad that like he would be able to, it would be harder for Usman to
I'm
take him
here. Keep
down. But
talking.
obviously, okay. And obviously that wasn't the case. I say that to say, I mean, like I said, I don't know if that's a fraud check because he simply went against arguably the greatest wrestler that welterweight has ever seen. I mean, at the end of the day, say what you want against Usman, but his wrestling skills were always still there. I didn't doubt that. I just didn't think he would be able to implement them with such a dangerous guy and Buckley in front of him. And I thought, like I said, I thought either a finish or just a lot of damage would come before Usman would be able to implement those
You
takedowns.
see,
But I don't know if I'm ready.
yeah, and that was fair, and that was a fair assumption. But now that that didn't happen, I need you to understand something. This fight did not only show what we already knew that Usman was a better wrestler than him. And I'm gonna be honest with you too. Kind of still do feel like Usman's washed just off the simple fact that we both know that everybody in the top five is smoking him at this very moment. So what he did was just simply put Buckley in his place and show that Buckley is not even ready for that tier that he's been trying to claim and talk crazy about, trying to say he can get a title shot. No more title shot talks, no more nothing. Man, this fight just really validated everything that I felt about him, bro. He's sloppy. His fight IQ was
But
extremely low. And when you don't put somebody in front of him that's just a punching bag and getting and waiting to get knocked out. This is what happens. When you put Emma Vibe in front of him, you saw what happened. You saw what Kevin Holland
okay,
did. When you put someone in front of him that's not just a punching bag or on his way out or old, I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna pick him against Ian Gary just out of the fact that I don't like Ian Gary. But I really didn't know if he was gonna win, or honestly didn't think he was gonna win that fight, bro. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out soon enough, bro. Cause it
so
ain't nothing else to do with him.
so just one question: how does losing to a top two welterweight of
It's
all
how
time
you,
make
bro.
it a
It's how. Because it's how you lost. Everybody's picked you. Everybody's putting the bank on you. And I don't even believe in that or believe in the odds, bro. But at the same time, you on this massive fight streak, you KOing everybody. Everybody talking about you in a KO Usman. And really, the big talk was more so about him having the chance and him jobbing out Usman because of where Usman was. Us assuming that his body was messed up and this, that, and the third. This shouldn't have never even been about Buckley just being a better fighter than Usman because that was never even the case. He's sloppy. He showed no diversity at all. And to be honest with you, what really got me is Usman didn't either, which is why, to be honest with you, I said this earlier and I don't mean to keep yapping, but it really did matter to me how this fight was won and what it showed. And what it showed to me was Usman just fought somebody that has zero wrestling skills. He
But
didn't,
I mean, we've seen him implement wrestling in his former fights. I mean, he Kobe got him down a few times, but it wasn't like he sprawled a few takedowns, got up. I mean, we seen him take guys down. So I say that to say is that does his I mean, I definitely think it definitely needs to be improved, especially if he wants to get where he wants to go.
but that's why
But but does that show that his wrestling is just F, or does that show Kamaru Usman is Kamaru Usman and he's just
I think two things can be true, and just simply off this one notion, man. And we both watched it throughout this fight. Everybody that watched that fight saw it, bro. It was no level changing. It was no fakes. It was no hook go down. It was nothing. It was just simply he's gonna throw this leg kick or he's gonna throw this hook. And what's gonna happen is after that, I'm not even gonna try and throw a fake punch. I'm just gonna grab his leg because when I do, he's not gonna stuff or stop a takedown. And that's exactly what happened over and over and over. And when he got on the ground, he just sat there. He just laid there because he had no technical ability. He had no clue what to do. And a part of that is he is grappling with the greatest welterweight of all time. That's fair, or second greatest. That's fair, but at the same time, you know you're fighting Kamaru Usman. He's not even throwing fakes at you.
yeah.
He's not even throwing. He's just going for it, and he's just getting you. And that's off the simple fact that you don't even have the ability to sprawl. You didn't have the ability to stuff a takedown. It's like you just stood there, and when the hook wasn't there, nothing changed. The game plan never adjusted, and it's the same. I kind of felt like it was the same thing in the Wonder Boy fight. Man, I honestly thought he was going to lose that fight up until that moment happened, but it's the same thing. He doesn't adjust, and I don't feel like he's that versed, bro. I
Yeah, I
don't know,
mean,
bro.
when you put it like that, I mean, you do have some points there because I mean, there were no adjustments from Buckley, but I mean, again, I feel like at the end of the day, he still is an up and coming. He still is learning. I mean, I mean, yeah, he had his middleweight run, but he's still learning, and I think there is still something there for Buckley. I do think he
Okay,
can work his way up into being
what
a
do you
perennial contender.
what do you think the gap is between Kamaru Usman and I don't even know what's number five off the top of my head. I'm just going. It's not Land. It's probably is it Shav? Who's five? It's so
Probably
many of them,
like
but it's either Bilal, Shav, Leon Edwards, Sean Brady, and who's the fifth I'm missing?
or maybe like Michael Morales, if
Michael
or
Morales,
no,
no, he just took Burns, and Burns was 8 or 9.
let's see,
I missed
let's
somebody's 5
see.
because Usman is 6. Bilal, Shavkat, Leon Edwards, Sean Brady. Who am I forgetting?
Oh no, Kamar Usman is 5, and Ian Gary is 6.
Oh, they moved it. Did they just move? Because during that Buckley fight, he was it said number 6 versus number 7. They must have
Yeah,
moved it
so
or
yeah,
something. So yeah, he's number 5.
Kamar.
But even my point being, still, it's just 5 is a better number than 4. If that's the question I have to ask you. So if you just saw what he did against Usman, what's the gap between Usman and number 4 or number 3? What's the gap between Usman and Sean Brady or Leon Edwards? But Leon Edwards already beat him twice. So Shav or Bilal. And then my next question would be: do you ever think Buckley would even? Do you think he'd fill that gap? Do you think he could? Do you think he's in there or will ever be in there?
I mean, yeah, just because of just based off the simple fact that, let me just make sure I'm not.
And
I was gonna say,
I'm just asking you this too. I don't mean to cut you off or showing your point, but just touch on it if you get the chance. Did you buy in the whole when he was stuffing takedowns in the fifth? How people say, oh, he's figuring it out. He's figuring it out like this. He got a chance. He's gonna be special.
did I into what aspect? Like, did I
Do you
buy
buy into
into it?
that? That
Like,
that is something
does
to hang
that?
on to. Does it show
Oh,
you something?
I mean, partially because listen, I mean that was his second 5th round 5 round fight. It was his first time actually going 5 rounds, and the first time doing it, he went up against the greatest welterweight ever who is active,
On his
and he
last
didn't
legs. On his last
his last leg,
legs.
yes. But I mean that experience, and when you rested, like we said, sometimes that rest. Kamar Usman hasn't fought in a long time. For those older guys, we're starting to see those rests. You come back off a rest, refreshed and looking
No,
vintage.
no. You just got if you fight
Okay.
somebody like Buckley, you will.
Oh wow. Okay. Anyways, um, I said, oh yeah, I say that to say he didn't quit. He didn't. He kept fighting. I mean, the times where he did make it interesting as things started to go on. I mean, he had some striking exchanges. I would say, like probably in the 4th round when he kept it up. He kept it up for a pretty decent time. You got to you over there just not having nothing. I'm saying he made it interesting in those 4th and 5th rounds just off the
By
simple.
standing up for 1 or 2 minutes before getting taken down for the next 3.
The
That's
point
all
is
that really was.
he didn't quit, and it's something to build off of. He's facing, like I said, the greatest active welterweight ever, who's
Like
active.
I feel like he got fraud
He,
checked, bro.
he had
Cause
moments
like
at the end. He had small moments at the end where it's like he was pushing him a little bit. And like I said, yeah, like you said, the 5th round he definitely won. And it just to go all the way to the end and to completely not give up on himself, which a lot of younger guys would have done in that situation, and to still have moments and find your moments and make things interesting. I do think that's something to hold on to and something to build upon. And honestly, I do think he's going to be a perennial contender because especially when you think about the fact that most of the guys above him are gonna. I mean, Bilal is on his last legs. Sean Brady, not really. Um, Leon, kinda.
Leon probably got a good 3, 4, maybe 3 years left. He eventually gonna be on
Leon,
his shit. He already on his job route with how it looked.
yeah, and Usman. So like, I think he still has a chance to when you shape him up. Guys of his in his generation, he has a chance.
I don't know. I got mixed feelings about it, but he's just not technical enough. He's not skillful enough. It's really just a pray for a knockout. I don't feel like his footwork is there. He doesn't level change. He doesn't grapple. He doesn't have much defense when it comes to it. And I don't know. Like I said, man, they've been protecting him, and I love Patty, and you know this, bruh. But you know the Patty route, bruh. Give him the easiest fight possible, and then you go against somebody real, and this is what happens to you. It's not even close. I want to ask you this, even though I feel like we all watch the same fight. What'd you score it?
I scored it. I scored it 4-1 Usman. I scored the fourth
Man,
round was the
I don't
fourth
know what
round was
that.
quite.
No, it wasn't. I don't know what that one judge saw, bruh. I don't
Oh
know what the one
wow. Oh,
judge saw.
it
There's
was
no,
Buckley.
no. I don't even
Buckley
really
did enough.
think he. I don't even really think he won round 5. It's just Usman was really just running away and he didn't want to take him down anymore. That's really how I feel.
Oh
He was
wow.
just
Oh wow.
he don't got to try you up
So
for.
you didn't see him sprawl. You didn't see him sprawl those takedowns and stop Usman from taking him down. You didn't see that part.
I don't know. That shit don't mean nothing to me, bro. I feel like that was more Usman not trying than him actually learning something on the fly, bro. Because you don't just get taken down 4 rounds straight and now all of a sudden you learn how to do it when the fight's over. I understand. I watch a lot of anime, bro, but I ain't buying that story, bro. I just can't, bro. And it just maybe it's because how I feel about Buckley already, but he's just I don't know. He's just sloppy, bro. He's not technical. He ain't trying to counter you. He's just throwing stuff.
Yeah, a little
And
bit.
and
I don't
that,
know.
and that's what
He
I mean.
can.
Like that's what I mean. You say premier welterweights, and like, and that's why I don't like, bro. Because like, eventually those guys are gonna go, and he might get into the top five, but he's still not. Michael Chandler was in the top five, top six for a very long time, bro.
No, man.
Kobe
So
Covington
you
was in
say,
the top five for a very long time.
yeah, he will. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think that's just gonna show
I
that the
don't know.
weight class is getting worse, bro. I don't think, bro. I just not technical,
I don't
bro.
want to. I don't want to count out Buck, man. But you do got some good points. He do got to sharpen up his like you said, his punches, and I mean,
He don't.
he can't rely
He
on
didn't
knockout
throw. He didn't
shots.
throw. No, not even.
He
He don't even got combos.
I was about to say he don't put things together. He relies on big knockout exchanges. It seems like sometimes, and just walking you down with pressure. I mean, I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, he's still learning. And like I said, this is his first big
He's
fight.
like
We gonna
31, bro.
yeah, true.
He's
I
about.
don't
I ain't gonna
know.
lie. He's a jobber, bro. Joaquin Buckley is not a jobber.
It's not a
I ain't gonna
job.
lie to you. After this, I want y'all to expect Joaquin Buckley to lose his next 4 fights in a row, bro. And I'm start talking Tony Ferguson, bro. They
Wow.
probably gonna feed him to Ian Gary. They gonna probably feed him to Michael Morales, and he's going whoever's next in the welterweight, bro. I think that's what this is about to be, bro.
Wow. Okay.
Because if
Wow.
you don't got a shot with Usman, you don't have a shot with nobody else in the top four, bro. You don't have a chance.
What if that just showed that the three losses Usman was just I mean, listen, he lost to the champion twice and then he went up against
Mhm.
Hamzat, who's about to probably become the midweight champ. What if those were just what if he just simply I mean, he was fighting the absolute best in the divisions at the time. Like what if Usman never really slowed down, he just lost to the best? What if that's the case?
I think that is him slowing down because at one point he was the best. You don't
Yeah,
think
that's
so?
true. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, bro. We'll see with Buckley, bro. I'm sure he'll have another fight announced, and I'll have to deal with him yapping about his shit. Me and Gary might end up fighting Bilal with the way they was talking. We'll see.
Well, the way Sean was talking, it seems like he wants Ian Gary a lot too.
Yeah, now I was
And it
gonna
seems,
say now Bilal won't lose me now.
yeah, so I mean before I mean so what do you so I mean final little take on it.
Buckley's a fraud, and we ain't really get into it, bro, and we don't really have to because I don't really feel like it's necessary. Ulan, this is not title shot worthy. You do not beat Joaquin Buckley,
Yeah,
who is not notable at all. He gave you no fight
yeah,
at all. He's not technical. He exposed himself. What you did was put him in his place. You didn't show anybody that you none of that, bro.
yeah,
And
yeah. I'm
Buckley, I
glad
ain't
you
gonna
said
lie, you're a jobber. That's it.
he's not a driver, and I'm glad you said that too because I almost forgot about that. Yeah, there's no way in a world where we just watch Sean Brady at the time submit the former champ Leon Edwards, who was number one ranked.
Someone who
You
beat
got
you
Bilal,
twice.
someone who beat you twice is still there. JDM's the champ, but Bilal, I'm pretty sure is probably like, I mean, he's closer than you are to a title shot. You got who else we said was in the top five? We said Shav. Shav is still there. And if I'm being honest, if Ian Gary wins his next fight, I'm putting him over you for a title fight, considering what he's been doing in his body of work over the past 2 years. You don't get to go 0-3 and then beat, like you said, to me, a notable contender. But I mean, at the end of the day, Joaquin Buckley has his best win is Kobe over the hill, Kobe Covington. You don't get to lose three in a row, beat him, and then automatically skip a line with Shav, Sean Brady. I would even say Ian Gary and, and Leon Edwards, the guy that beat him twice. No, that's not how that works.
What you got was a number one contender fight, and I really don't even think you earned that in my opinion. I feel like Sean Brady and Shaw should do something, or yeah, I really feel like those are the two, bro. I don't feel like Buckley is notable at all. Shaw already had the belt, and what man? Sean Brady didn't just submit Leon Edwards. Sean Brady destroyed
yeah,
him.
yeah,
He
yeah,
actually destroyed. He finished him. Sean Brady finished him.
yeah,
You went to decision with Joaquin Buckley.
yeah,
I don't know,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah. So yeah, the Usman should have piped down on that at least. But great win for Usman. Great to see the Nigerian Nightmare back. He Willis doesn't think he's back. He thinks he's washed. EGF also thinks that that Joaquin is a fraud. I still got some hopes for Joaquin, and I think there is a chance we could see a few more good performances out of Usman. Maybe not. EGF could be right. He could be washed, and maybe
Man,
Buckley just simply wasn't good.
I don't know how much longer we're gonna go into this, bro. I ain't trying to keep dragging it, bro. But like, man, pound for pound versus Islam is gonna kill him, bro.
Yeah, yeah, he doesn't want those
Like, come on,
problems.
bro. He don't got no chance with nobody in that top four, bro.
Yeah, he don't want those problems. Yeah, nah.
What's next?
I mean, maybe we can move on to. We got fight nights. We got not tonight. Next this week, we got a big matchup in the 205 pound division. We got Jamahal Hill coming off of a knockout loss to Yuri Prohaska versus Khalil Roundtree, who's also coming to a knockout. Both stoppage losses. His to Pereira. I mean, two guys who have fought Alex. Obviously, we've seen how they both fare up against Alex. I guess I want to start by saying, do you think that could potentially matter? And if so, whose favor does it work in?
What? What exactly
Well, actually,
matter?
no, I'm not gonna ask that. I'm not gonna ask that. Scratch that because scratch that. Do you? I mean, who are you giving the advantage to? I mean, who do you?
My
For
pick,
one, who do you think has more on the line? That's what I'm gonna ask. Who do you think has more on the line? Who has more pressure to win this dub?
Jamal Hill. I ain't gonna lie. Jamal Hill loses. His career is probably over. I think at least with the whole Alex fight, the whole Alex thing, Alex thing, the whole Khalil thing, his fight with Alex. I think that really like submit to him is like a really fun name in the light heavyweight decision. If you want a fun fight with somebody that's gonna actually try and knock you out and he's not scared to take punches because he doesn't have the best strike defense, Khalil Roundtree is man. Like I feel like what he did and even what he stands for with mental health, I ain't gonna not shine on that, but like just that war he went on with Alex, we don't see that many wars in light heavyweight no more. We don't. It doesn't really exist anymore outside of an Alex fight or outside of maybe Jerry. Outside of those, so we don't really see wars. A lot of it's just slugfests or grappling. So I think Khalil Roundtree just has a name that's going to be here for a while. I don't think the UFC is going to try and drop him out. But for Jamahal Hill, I don't know, man. The loss to Alex, then the loss to Jerry, especially with the trash that was talked, especially with like
Yeah,
how you've never bounced back since you got hurt. I feel like if he
yeah.
loses to Khalil Roundtree, I can see a scenario where like he's fighting somebody that's not in the top 15 and they trying to get him out of the top 10. Because at
Think
this
so?
point, I mean, yeah, because at this point, I don't know. It's not like he's not losing to good names, but it's only down from there. You don't lose to Khalil Roundtree, Jiri, and Alex, and then you get a fight that's not. You know
Yeah,
what I'm trying to say? Like
yeah,
I don't know. And on top
yeah.
of that, it's also his performances too. He hasn't performed the best. Like his fight against Alex, Alex knocked him out. I feel like Alex was winning up until that point. The Jiri fight, I mean, he showed a little bit, but I feel like a lot of the times it was just Jiri getting tired. It was more so when Jiri got tired of holding his hands up. He made Jiri hold his hands up, but it isn't like he did much. Jiri kind of just
Yeah,
dominated him. He couldn't touch him.
yeah, yeah.
And I don't know.
Man,
I'm in over talk, but I don't know if it's my prediction, but like there is definitely a world where Khalil Roundtree like puts him to sleep. The world exists.
yeah. There for sure is a world where he puts him to sleep. I think he could do it early, or I think he could do it late. I mean, I think it's more
It's
likely
five
if it comes
rounds.
early. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a main event, so yeah, it's five. Got it. Yeah, it's five. Now, I guess to that point, watching that Khalil Roundtree fight, we said it, and we've kind of been somewhat talking about it. Do you think against Alex in those later rounds and he was fading, do you think that was more the damage being put on him, or do you think he was
Oh
kind of
yeah, we
gassing out his?
did. That was a good question. I kind of feel like it was both. Not to say that I don't know. I feel like it was the damage and him just gassing out. It was like he was fighting Alex Pereira at the same time. Not to say that he's gonna gas out against Jamahal Hill, but Alex is just one of them fighters where you got to be on your heels the whole time. He was pressuring him. You thinking while also trying to figure out can I touch him? When should I throw this hit? When might it hit? So I feel
Yeah,
like his gas tank is a question, but I don't think Jamahal Hill is the person to make it questionable, if that makes sense. Like is Jamal Hill gonna pressure him? Is Jamal Hill gonna make Khalil Roundtree work?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like it's
and
like
that's a big
that. But I feel like once you get to round 4 and 5 and you weigh 205 pounds, I
anything.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. True, true. I mean, to that point, yeah, I think it's a little bit of both as well. I mean, like you said, when you got a guy as big as Polton pressuring you constantly, make you go backwards, and I did notice in those like first two rounds before Polton started to swing things. I mean, Khalil did expend a lot of energy, like you said, just trying to keep him off of him,
Mm.
and I think that did take a toll to some extent, but I don't think that was the whole reason why we saw him like fading. I think it was that mixed in with, like you said, the fact that um Poatan was just starting to put a hurting on him. And I don't think that's the type of hurting that Jamal Hill can put on Khalil, if that makes sense. Now I could
Um,
be wrong because I do think watching that Yuri fight, he did have moments, but I mean,
he
I
gassed
don't
out
know.
in that Yuri fight. That's what I was gonna say. I mean, he gassed out in that Yuri fight, and it was only 3 rounds. By the start of round 3, he was gassed.
Yeah, yeah,
And I mean, I'd
yeah,
say that Khalil Roundtree is Yuri, but I'd rather take a right from Yuri than Khalil Roundtree.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I say. I
And
mean, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think it's just more with Khalil and like his Muay Thai and like his kicks and everything he has to offer. I think it's just a little bit more dangerous for Jamal than it is for Khalil because I mean you kind of know what you're getting with Jamal. It's straight. I mean he's one of those hands heavy guys. You know, like he's just trying to
Yeah,
use his boxing and his knockout power. Whereas Khalil, I mean, like I say, his Muay Thai expertise. I mean, I think he lived in Thailand for a while. I think his wife is even he lived in Thailand for a while training. Like he's a really good Muay Thai guy, and I say to say he had. Listen, he like you said it yourself. He's trying to get you out of there. He's trying to damage you or knock you out.
yeah.
And a guy like that with more weapons to offer, his kicks, his elbows, I mean, even his clinch. I mean, like I just think there's more things to offer when you're looking at Khalil versus, I mean, it's just Jamal. You just got to stay away from his hands. He's not mixing in kicks. He's not changing angles. He's not like it's just less to offer. I feel like in the striking department, and I mean, this fight is going to be a strike fest. Jamal Hill's not going to. I mean, I suppose he's not going to take him down. Khalil Roundtree hasn't taken down anyone in UFC, I don't think. So I mean, we know it's going to be a striking fest, and I just think at
So
this
do you
point,
think it's going the distance?
I I could see either a late finish or Khalil getting like a decisive decision win. Yeah, probably like I said, either like a round 5 finish or like Khalil getting a decision win. Yeah,
Is it bad, bro? I don't know. I don't see a world where it goes to decision or goes to
you don't like
distance.
you don't see no world. You like
I
you
don't know.
it's
I
you don't
don't
see.
know, bro. I feel like they both gassed out. They both gonna be gassed by probably the start of the 4th round minimum. And like it's
Yeah,
just gonna take that one hit.
yeah,
Especially with a guy
yeah.
like man, I don't know. I guess we're gonna see, bro. I don't want to put too much stock in a Khalil Roundtree, but like I don't know. He hit hard, bro.
He does. No, he does. He
And
does.
he's coming. Jamal Hill's coming off again, knocked out back to back. You got a
Yeah.
prediction?
Um. Final prediction. I do see it. I see a decision likely, but I also see a stoppage likely. I'm gonna go. What did I say last week? I said Buckley, and I think I said in like round 3. I'm gonna go Khalil getting a stoppage. I'm gonna go early as well. I think I'm gonna go round 3 or 4 for Khalil. I'm gonna say Khalil stop. He's probably gonna daze him, get him on the ground, ground and pound him. They gonna stop it, or he's probably gonna have him against the cage or something. It's gonna be some type of TKO where he's just over. Yeah, I'm gonna say round 3 or 4.
Round 3 or 4 CKO?
Yeah,
Mm, I don't know.
you
I feel
think?
like Khalil going. No, round 2 too early. Jamal, I don't know.
Oh
What do
my
you think?
god.
Before I say mine, what's the chance? Do you think? What chance do you give Jamal Hill on winning? Do you think his only path to victory is decision?
Um, his only. I don't necessarily want to say that because I can't see Khalil beat like just outpointing him. I can't see a world where that happens. Now, is that probably his best route in Jamal's? Probably, but I don't know if that's. I don't know if it's like, oh, if he takes a decision, he wins type of thing. But I don't know. I mean, for Jamal, I guess you would just have to make it as clean as a fight as possible if you can.
What
Cause it,
chance do you give him?
uh, about a 30, 35. I think this sways in
So he thinks
Khalil's favor. Just,
Khalil about to just he about to work on him.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know, but I'm gonna go Khalil third round TKO, bro. I just don't,
Think
bro.
so?
Jamal Hill's gonna gas out, bro. He's gonna gas out and get knocked out, bro. I don't know what it is. I feel
Actually,
like I don't want to say that Jamal Hill's a punching bag, but he's just not. I don't know what happened since the injury. He's just slow. He's not
yeah.
fast with his feet. He's not fast to counter hit. It's not like he doesn't try, but like he's just not fast. He don't got the speed. He's kind of like a punching bag. He just stands there. He's not a threat to take you down, and he's not fast. He's just a. That's why I feel like Khalil Roundtree's probably gonna knock him out, bro. I give him like a 40%
I,
chance. So I do think Khalil Roundtree is not. He's not the cleanest fighter. He got that. He got a little bit
yeah.
of Joaquin Buck. He got a little bit of Joaquin Buckley. He's not. He got footwork and actual skill, but there's some Buckley there, bro. Well, like there's
I was about
definitely
to say,
he throws a lot of punches where like he's gonna eat something in the process.
yeah, he can get caught. He can get caught. And if Jamal can make it clean and not get into those slugfest type of exchanges that Khalil thrives in, if it goes how Yuri like how they fought Yuri like that type of fight, Khalil's gonna knock him out pretty early. I probably third. I say that to
I
say
don't say
I'm probably gonna move.
second, third. I want to say
I'm,
second, but I always say second.
yeah, I'm gonna move it up a little bit because I don't know. Now that you just I don't know the way that they both fight, and like you said, just Jamal is always gonna be there, and for a fighter
It's
like
just
Khalil with the powerful combinations that he puts together, yeah, and like you said, there is a little bit of, in your words, Buckley to him where he can't get caught. But at this
yeah.
stage, the question to that would be: is Jamal the guy to do that? And I guess my answer would be no. And in saying that, I don't know. I think I'm going to move it up to third or second round because I just think it's going to be one of those fights where like they're both in the center trading, and like he's just gonna overpower him, or he's definitely gonna put damage on him early because Jamal is gonna be there. He doesn't really move that quick, like you said. He looks to be offensive and pressure guys himself, but the problem is here at least he's going against a guy who I think at least when I watch Khalil punch too, he does hit hard. He's going up against a guy who has like way more power than him, and I would even say, I mean, his striking is probably at this stage you can make a case even more refined. I mean, his
Yeah, it
combinations are a
is.
little
I kind of feel like the only worry that I have about what Khalil losing is that this should be a death for Jamal Hill. Like this should be a Jamal Hill that knows that this is his last chance or it's probably over. So he should get every single thing they have. And that I was kind of disappointed with how he looked in the Jerry fight, in which I didn't know if it was just him being slow or out of shape. But he didn't really seem energetic or like I don't want to say enthusiastic because he's fighting somebody, but like he just the energy wasn't there. Not how it
yeah,
was before he left. And I feel like that's the only word. That's the only thing that makes Jamal Hill dangerous. If he can somehow turn the clock and have that energy and try and throw some combos together, it just is that Jamal Hill still there?
yeah,
And I feel like that's what this fight is going to tell us. It's going to tell us the truth. Is he there or is he gone?
yeah. Like you said, I mean, he definitely has the most to lose. I mean, this is definitely the fight, like you said, that will tell us if he still has something in the tank. Is he still going to be around, or is he about to just fall off off the cliff of the division? Because I mean, like you said, you don't lose to Alex Pereira, Giri Prohaska, and then Khalil Roundtree and get another marquee name fight. From here, it's
Yeah,
probably going to be somebody who they're trying to, who what we say, job them out
yeah.
to, who's up and coming and young, got the top 10. Yeah, that's probably going to be the next fight if he lose, especially if he loses bad. Like talk about getting knocked out second
If he
round
gets
or something.
TKO, if he gets TKO 3 times in a row, they're probably it's over.
Yeah. So
They gonna try and job him out. That's what that is. They gonna try and find a premier striking light heavyweight to put him up against next and get rid of him.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, yeah. I mean, I definitely I Jamal Hill can do it. It's just it's so hard to bank on someone having a vintage type performance when you it's been so we haven't seen him do that since Glover. And Glover was that was Glover's retirement fight. He was like 40 something, and that was like what 3 years ago, I think, 2022, and we haven't seen that since. All we've seen is a TKO, and oh yeah, two TKOs. It's like to it's so hard to bank on
Yeah.
someone back to themselves when you haven't seen it in a long time, and then you have a common opponent in Alex Pereira, a guy who they both fought. One who got, like you said, I mean, it's not like he was winning up until the knockout. He gets knocked out in the what was that first round, and then a guy who like Khalil Roundtree had me thinking, well, damn, is Paul Time losing this fight up until Paul
Yeah.
Time, and things like that.
You know how MMA math is though.
True, so true. So yeah. So I don't know. I think it's definitely interesting, but I mean, I'm gonna say my final pick. I think it's gonna be a stoppage. I'm gonna go a little early,
It's
round
gonna
two
be
or three,
TKO, yeah.
round two or three,
But
Khalil, man.
but Jamahal Hill is gonna get knocked out, bro. It's raps. I ain't gonna lie though. I give him. I said for I'll leave that 40% chance, bro. He can do it. It's not like
Yeah,
Khalil Roundtree can't be defeated by decisiveness and skill. You gotta avoid getting hit.
yeah,
It's possible. It's just Jamal Hill. I don't know if he got it in him anymore, bro. If you
yeah.
can pull it out of yourself to beat Alex or Jerry,
Right. No, yeah. But then again, that could be just going against the absolute top
yeah.
guy, and so I mean, it's definitely interesting, but I don't know. I don't know if it's that. I just think Khalil Roundtree is gonna be better. I do. I don't know. I mean, so I mean, you said
So
your final was
yeah,
in
yeah.
you said your finals round two because I said two or three. Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
two
I
or
said
three.
my finals. I said round two, 2K, round two, TKO.
Round two to KO. All right, man. You gonna see,
He
man.
gonna knock him out.
Yeah, he probably gonna stop him. He's probably gonna stop him. I mean,
I said, which where we going next?
um, before we close things out, we could talk about Islam a little bit. I mean, his talk. So, I mean,
So yeah,
EGF. How how do you feel about all this? I mean, all this coming out on Islam. I mean, we got Umar saying Hunter, practically begged them to move up and vacate so Ilya could become a lightweight title holder. We got him also saying that Islam is willing to move back down and compete against Ilya if the time comes, when the time comes. We had some rumors that we might not be seeing Islam for a while. Then today his manager uh Ali, I think it is Ali, if I'm saying it right. Yeah, I think
Ali.
Ali. Yeah, Ali came out. He said basically Islam isn't thinking about retirement. What do you make of all this that's going
I
around?
I had also saw that I guess yesterday before that about Ali saying that he got 3 fights left. He not retiring no time soon. He got at least 3 fights left. I mean, I don't know. I think it's fun to have conversation around the number one pound for pound. I think it's definitely needed in a sport like this. But at the same time, I don't know, bro. It kind of makes me feel like you should focus on JDM. Like I don't know. It makes me feel like he knows there's a good chance he doesn't be JDM and he's trying to set something up for the future. As far as Umar goes, man, I don't mean to like be the person that shoots the messenger, but I think you got bigger problems to worry about than what Islam's doing. Like, you failed Islam already. So let's
Oh
just try not to
wow.
talk about him. He got y'all to fight on the same night. Y'all supposed to represent Dagestan and win titles together, and you failed him. You lost your zero, and you failed him. You need to worry
Wow.
about figuring out what you gonna do in your division. And I don't know,
Wow.
bro.
Wow.
I always
So because he
assume
also
I was
because
about
he
to say
lost the title, he can't speak on Islam. He can't speak on Islam like
no. He needs
what-
to mind his own. He needs to mind his own business, bro. Because you're not try and win your division first before you start talking about other people that's won theirs or the people
okay.
moving down and stuff, bro. I hate when fighters do stuff like that. Don't I hate when people play matchmaker, bro. It's not y'all job. That's the fans' jobs, and that's Dana's job. I don't
Yeah,
know, bro. I just feel like I don't know. I've always kind of assumed that after he won the welterweight belt, he probably retire after maybe one defense. I kind of feel like he has 2 fights left. If he decides not to retire, I guess it'd be good. He probably just job out welterweight because welterweight's in a place where a lot of them is on their way out. A lot of them.
yeah, yeah,
And so if he does
yeah.
want to stay as possible, but I do see like if he loses, he probably is gonna try and move down and fight Ilya and then lose to Ilya. You know how that go. How you
Yeah,
feel about
whatever.
it? You think it's any validity to anything that Umar said?
I think it's validity just off the basis of I would think Umar has no reason to lie. And I mean, but does somebody ever? But um
Yeah.
I would think Umar has nothing to lie for. And at least with the whole what he said the Dana Hunter visit, even we were talking about it when Ilya before the Ilya Charles thing got announced and Ilya vacated and was moving up to try to fight Islam. I don't know. It was just so many unanswered questions
Yeah.
like around surrounded his vacating and just how he was saying he wasn't going to do it, then up and did it. It was so many questions, and I say that to say, yeah, I think there could be some validity. There could be some truth to it. There could be a world where Dana and Hunter kind of, I mean, obviously he's a grown man. He comes to his own decision, but kind of push the moving up thing on him to get Ilya to
Yeah.
get a new in lightweight. I mean, it would make sense. I mean, I would see why they would do it. I mean, you get Ilya a favorable matchup that he could win. I mean, I don't want to act like
Mm.
Charles is. We're gonna get into that, but I don't want to act like Charles is just about to get ran over or anything. But you get him,
He is.
you
He's a jobber.
you get
First round
Ilya,
knockout.
you get you get Ilya in the division, get him a chance to win the belt, build an even bigger star out of him, and in the same breath, you get Islam, make him become a double champ. And who knows? I mean, if Islam, in knowing that, and then also knowing that Islam didn't want to vacate the belt, if they both become double champ and Islam moves down to fight him, that fight is even bigger than it would have been before. So there could be some things behind the scenes that are working and working and coming together. But I do think there could be validity in that, just on the basis of it seemed like Islam didn't want to vacate his title anyway. It seemed like he wanted both,
Yeah.
and just the whole retirement thing. I mean, listen, it do seem like those. I mean, Khabib's, I don't know how to put it. I guess just team and camp do have a way of. I mean, just with Khabib. I mean,
So you saying
it.
Dagestanians don't actually love fighting?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they. I'm actually saying it could be a pattern of them walking away at the right time and being smart. That's what I
Oh
was gonna
wow.
say before you
Oh,
cut me off with that.
So Duck and Ilya leaving your division at the perfect
Uh,
time.
no, being smart and retiring when it's right. And
You know Ilya gonna retire him, right?
he's not gonna. We're gonna get into
Yeah,
that
he
when
is. He
we.
got 2, 3 fights left. This dude's gonna happen. He gonna beat JDM. Ilya about to knock out Charles, and we're gonna see the biggest super fight of all time, bro. Two double champs, #1 pound for pound versus #2 pound for pound. We gonna see some shit. That's probably what the UFC is praying for. But it's not Islam moving down. It's Ilya moving up, bro. That's what
Yeah,
this gonna
whatever.
be, bro. Triple
Yeah,
champ.
what. Yeah, whatever. And I mean, yeah, I do think there is a world where he wins the belt and defends it like twice, gets the Shavkat fight, fights somebody else, and then just retires. I do see that happening. I mean, I do think there's a world, but do I think so? Not really. I don't know. Islam seems like he wants to be here for. I don't know. It seems like he wants to
You
kind of
think
be.
so? Because he beat the number
Yeah.
10 rank in about 2 minutes, and we haven't seen him since.
Because there was no one else to fight because the number one ranked pulled out on 42. I love how you just keep acting like that's not what happened. You just gloss over that.
I'm just saying he hasn't fought in a while after being the number 10 rank.
Yeah, whatever.
While
Yeah,
Marab's
what?
trying to have 4 defenses in 1 year.
Yeah, whatever. Marab's fighting guys half. It, anyway,
Marab actually fights real people in this division, unlike Islam.
yeah, and
Islam's
so does
fight the
Islam.
number 10 rank and the oldest person in the division win.
He would have if Umar would have pulled out a day before. He would have to fight more. He would have had to fight Gene Silva or not Gene
I
Silva.
don't
Bryce
know.
Mitchell had to
I
fight
like
Bryce
Bryce.
Mitchell.
I don't know. I think I like Bryce Mitchell a lot more than
No, you
Bryce
don't.
Mitchell
No,
actually be having Bryce Mitchell has his moments, bro. We talked about his signature, bro. Bryce
you
Mitchell got
stop.
moments in the fight to actually make it exciting, bro.
Well, he ducks a few punches and
Bro,
starts.
hey, yes, bro. He literally did it against Ilya already, bro. He will literally have those moments again, bro. That
Yeah,
actually be fun versus going against a fake black belt that's never even won or did anything. Man,
yeah,
Moicano is such a fraud. I'm not gonna get worked up about it again, bro. I'll get to ain't he on the international fight night card against Darius?
Gary Hughes.
Yep. Hey, I have time to talk about him real soon, bro. Real soon, yo. I can't wait till next week. I'm gonna have some real time to talk about money more time.
And I can't wait till next week neither. I mean, when we predict it's basically going to be a UFC
It's about to
317.
be an Ilya fest.
Pre, no, it's not
Ilya
going to be an Ilya
fest.
effect. It's going to
Ilya
be a,
about to fight. Ilya about to fight. Oh, this is the
it's going to be,
first podcast episode with Ilya Taporia fight. Hey, they didn't play. Oh, I'm gonna say this
yeah.
too,
So,
bro. If he, bro, man, I'll save it for next week, bro. I'll save it.
okay. I'm going to save it. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, there's going to be a lot of Charles and Ilya talk and just talking that card overall just to give you a preview in the next week. But, I think, for today, I think that about does it. I mean, on our part, it's always great getting together with my guy GF, creating great content for you guys. Today was another fun, great pod as always. EGF thinks Joaquin is a jobber. He thinks apparently Charles is a jobber.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks.
whatever. Yeah, whatever. And apparently, if Jamahal Hill loses again by knockout, he might be under jobbing territory. So we gonna have some big eyes on that fight. That's gonna be
Yeah, we got a lot of jobbers on ice in a lot of different divisions.
yeah, whatever. Speaking of Curtis, hey, they're trying to job out Curtis Blades. He's fighting. I don't
Curtis,
even know. I have not ever heard of that guy. They were trying to job him out. They're trying to job him out.
I haven't seen
They're
the dude
trying.
fight either. I'm gonna have to watch some tapes on, but I
Yeah.
gotta grade from this fight card. Yeah,
Yeah.
it
If you could
is
find.
definitely trying to job him out, but I ain't gonna lie, you can't really job out Curtis Blades. He got to win over the interim champion.
No, he doesn't. I'm not.
He has a win, so I don't know. He 1-1 with the champ, so I'm waiting on the Curtis Blades trilogy.
Yeah. Try selling that.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. After he beats him, bro, they gotta give it to him, bro.
They don't have to flatline him. Man, man.
He literally broke his knee.
Yeah, no, he didn't do anything. He kicked his leg and man, man.
That's because of Curtis, bro.
Yeah, that's because of Curtis. Yeah.
Hey, did you see
It
before I don't know about the end, but did you see Tom said he was getting ready for who did he say? I think he said Kopylov or Cyril Gahn.
said Sorogan and Volkov. Yeah, I saw
Volkov,
that.
I said Kopylov. Yeah, Volkov.
Yeah, I saw.
You can't, bro. You can't give Volkov no damn title fight after what just happened, bro. He just
No,
lost to Cyril Gahn.
you said he got robbed. You said he got robbed.
He did, bro. But that's not how that worked, bro. We can just close it out, but we'll talk about this next week, bro.
Nah, man. But yeah, that about does it, man. Follow us. Follow us all on social media, Instagram, for me at least, Life in Cleveland 216. We were talking earlier, we're gonna get our own separate TikTok going and separate socials for the pod
Yeah.
until then, you can follow EGF at EGF Ron or EGF UFC. Me, Mikey Sports Ram on TikTok as well. That's where I post a lot of the content here for this. But yeah, definitely expect new social platforms for this to be launched soon. And if EGF has nothing else to say, I think that about does it for episode 5.
See y'all next week.
See y'all next week. EGF is gonna be y'all gonna see EGF hyped up next week. I'm just gonna warn y'all. I see it all the time. Y'all gonna see it a
I ain't
lot.
gonna
Y'all gonna
lie.
see the
Hey, we finna watch, bro. We're about to watch
y'all
Elliot's,
gonna
bro. Mike,
see
bro, man,
a
Mike. We gotta go, bro. We gotta, bro. Listen. Me,
no
you, Trill, and
no
Kylan, bro. We gotta go in, bro. We gotta go in,
we
bro.
don't. No, we don't. No,
Bro,
we
we
don't.
gotta
No,
go
we don't.
in, bro. On the paper, bro. We have to pay to watch Ilya, bro. We are not missing a second in Ilya Taporia, bro. This is the bull.
I have watched Alex Pereira on Streamies. I have watched Adesanya on
They're
Streamies. I
not Ilya Taporia, bro.
have watched on Streamies. I have watched Volkanovski on Streamies. I've watched Dustin Poirier on Streamies. There is no way I'm gonna just buy in because Ilya's fighting.
We going out then, bro. If y'all don't want to pay for it, bro, we going out. We're watching Ilya Taporia,
Yeah,
bro. This
we
is
can go
the
out somewhere.
bull.
We can go out somewhere, but we're not.
El
No, we're.
Matador.
It's not lie I into.
All right,
It's
ain't a
not.
problem. We ain't no Ilya disrespect. He's about to be a double. You're about to watch a double champ. That's history, bro. Respect
Whatever.
history, bro.
Until next time, all Split Decision Podcast. We out of here, man.